YouTube. As of 2024, YouTube has become the second largest social media platform with over 2.5 billion active users globally and roughly $400 billion net worth.
And analyst Michael Nathanson says YouTube alone could be worth $400 billion. That's not only worth more than Netflix, it's worth more than Disney and Comcast combined.
However, the main question is how. Before making this video, I asked ChatGPT
why and how YouTube is growing so fast.
Well, YouTube's growth is fueled.
It told me some obvious reasons like global accessibility, free to use, integration with Google, shifting people's interest from TV to digital content, etc. But if you view it holistically, it is actually not that simple. Almost 95% of the social media apps have global access and all are free to use. There are apps like Thread that are integrated with Meta platforms, which overall worth exceeds $1 trillion. Moreover, people have multiple options like Rumble and Odyssey to spend their spare time on. But despite all this, we choose YouTube to watch digital content. Why YouTube is the second largest search engine after its parent company Google? Various, it isn't a search engine itself. Why YouTube is winning streaming wars, leading Netflix, Hulu, HBO and every platform, while it isn't a streaming platform itself? All these questions made me go down a rabbit hole of extensive research. I read 10-year-old articles and YouTube star stories, watched videos, podcasts and news, and contemplated a lot about it. Then I found something interesting. Its model. To understand the genius model of YouTube, first consider the model of Costco, a popular wholesale retailer company with nearly 400 billion USD in market capitalization. If you search Costco stock on Google and click the Max button there, you will see from the time it was founded to the present, its stocks have increased exponentially and undoubtedly it is one of the most successful retailers globally. But the most important part for us is that its model is nearly parallel to that of YouTube. So the story started like this. During the early 1980s, a gentleman named Jeff Brotman saw that most of the retail stores were selling items at a considerably high price. He found a gap in the market. To fill this gap, he wanted to open a retailer that would sell high quality items at cheaper prices. He was hesitant at first, but after getting support from his parents, he decided to take a plunge. But first, he needed someone who would believe in his ideas. Someone told him about Jim Senegal, who had the same passion as him. So Jeff flew towards Jim, and interestingly, at their first meeting they hit it off and decided to open a retailer that would sell high quality items at a cheaper price. The company aimed to keep the customer happy no matter what happens. Initially they faced a lot of problems, but thanks to their great idea, they hit $1.4 million in sales in under 10 weeks, and from then continued to grow astronomically, hitting billions of dollars in sales every upcoming year, still up to this date. Of course, the journey was an uphill battle, but their motto, "Make everyone happy," remains unaffected. It's no doubt that customers were the king, but they made sure that the manufacturers and the employees were happy as well by sacrificing their own desires like insane profits. Costco's employee pay was 42% higher when compared to competitors. Wall Street analysts of that time criticized that the company would go downhill if they didn't increase their prices and pay less to employees. But the founders refused to do so. Jim said, "We want to build a company that will still be here 50 and 60 years from now." And after 41 years, it remains unaffected by any competitor with a staggering net worth of $400 billion. YouTube's business model is the same. No matter what happens, viewers should be happy. The YouTube algorithm is based on prioritizing what the audience wants to see, and only those videos get traction that have high audience engagement and love. But wait a second, the algorithm of other social media applications is also the same. They give what audience wants to see. So what's the difference? There's something interesting here about YouTube. If you go to other social media platforms, you will see a common pattern. Did you get it? Let me tell you. These social media platforms only push content that is recent. But on YouTube, you will see every type of video from 1 hour ago, 3 years ago, even 7, 8, 10 years ago. It means if you are a creator, your video, if evergreen, will continue to get views. It's like a passive income source. For business owners, it's like 24 hours of non-stop sales service for God knows how many years. For viewers, it's the novelty. And for brand dealers, it's a long-term passive conversion source. Everyone is happy. Moreover, all these these platforms are based on instant gratification. But on YouTube, no matter from where you belong and which language you speak, you will get what you want. You want entertainment, you have shorts and videos of creators like Mr. Beast and Ryan. You want education, there are infinite channels for education. You want to belong to a community and have an emotional connection, you will get it. If you are a YouTube user, you are the king. You just have to order in the search bar and you will get the best option at first. As for creators, YouTube has multiple income streams. Talk about advertisers, they are happy too. That's why YouTube made $31 billion from advertisement alone in 2023. And like Costco, YouTube was also criticized by many media professionals that YouTube wouldn't last longer, as the videos on it were free but were very amateurish. They said how these vlogs and tutorial videos would compete with traditional high quality media. But YouTube didn't care about it and let its users upload what they wanted to upload, as long as it fit the community guidelines. Now years later, YouTube is growing astronomically and Google will never sell it, as it is the future of content creation.